There are a lot of misconceptions about one-on-one Dungeons & Dragons being too difficult or deadly, and even too awkward. Oh, come on. But one-on-one D&D or duet-style games are great for playing with family at home, with a friend online, with a player from your regular group to really develop their character, or with new players to give them one-on-one attention and hook them on Dungeons & Dragons. And I've played a lot of one-on-one adventures, including the Dragon of Icefire Peak gameplay series here on my channel. So in this video, I'm going to break down these misconceptions and share what I've learned about getting the most fun out of Duet D&D. So let's do it. Hi, Bob here, and welcome to Bob World Builder, where we learn how to have more fun playing D&D together. If you're a fan of the channel, you've probably watched the edited down, expertly illustrated one-on-one sessions of me and my fiance playing through the Dragon of Icefire Peak, the single-player module included in the D&D Essentials Kit box set. But if you're new here, welcome. There's a link to that playlist in the description, and we'll be doing something similar for the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden book coming this fall. So hit that subscribe button to be sure you won't miss it, and for weekly DM guides, player tips, and D&D reviews. Now first, the short version. One-on-one D&D is just not that different from group play, and it can even be more fun for the same two reasons that most people have concerns about it. So, number one, it's simple and deadly. The number one killer of D&D groups is scheduling conflicts. Finding a time when 4, 5, or 6 busy people can get together on a weekly or even monthly basis is difficult, even in this quarantine era of online D&D. But gaming with one other person is simple. Not only because there are fewer schedules to worry about, but because one-on-one play moves so much faster. There's only one player making choices for the party, one player deciding what to do on their turn in combat, one player that has to look up their class features and spell effects, and just one character for you to consider when designing the setting or individual encounters. On that note, the tide of a combat encounter can shift very quickly for one PC, and getting knocked unconscious can easily mean losing that character, but there are a few reasons that this doesn't have to be the case. Like sidekicks. The important thing about sidekicks is they are not the hero. Your player is still calling the shots. So adding one simplified character to deliver potions or flank enemies helps a ton, and there are a lot of great options besides the official warrior, spellcaster, and expert. Sidekicks Essentials and Animal Sidekicks are two best-selling DM's Guild supplements with specialized sidekicks with more bang for their buck. See my video reviews for both in the description, and use the affiliate links below if you want to support the channel while you check out those supplements. Also, dying in 5e is kinda hard. An unconscious PC can stabilize and even revive themselves with normal death saving throws, and they can be healed by a sidekick or an enemy who would rather take them prisoner. Think of Luke and the big Yeti thing on Hoth. A monster might assume an unconscious character is dead, and merely drag them off to their lair for a later meal. Maybe they lose a piece of their equipment as a consequence, but they get a second chance to escape with their life and defeat the evil empire, or whatever. And this touches on the more important point of just not fighting to the death every single time, which I discuss in this video about making combat more fun. Plus, there are helpful mechanics like DM inspiration and hero points. See Chapter 9 of the Dungeon Master's Guide, where PCs can get extra dice to boost their roll in a dire moment. Similarly, I really like the Destiny Points mechanic from the Solo/Duet module to Hell and Back Again, where these points can be spent for an automatic success. More links to that adventure and my gameplay below. The bottom line is that Dungeons & Dragons with one character can be more dramatic than with a whole party. D&D was developed from wargames to focus on the critical actions of a small group instead of a whole faction. And one-on-one games take that focus and engagement to the next level. And that's point number 2. It's engaging. If you're meeting the other player for the first time, or if you both only played D&D in big groups until now, sure, the first few minutes could feel a little awkward. It's a new experience, that's normal. Even Matt Mercer and Stephen Colbert were kind of talking past each other a little bit at the beginning of their amazing one-on-one session. And whether you're the player or the DM, you're there to have fun, and you have another person's complete attention. Now, if it's just you two for the whole campaign, you can tailor the monsters, the magic items, the entire world to the motivations, loves, fears, and flaws of that one character. Or if it's a spin-off from your normal group game, you can do a flashback adventure to develop their backstory, or use it to test out an entirely new character they may want to play for the regular game. It's a great opportunity to get the feel for a new class, to test out that new accent you've been just dying to use, or to practice effective communication with that one player. Grace and I have had a lot of fun playing duet adventures, and we both also love the social aspect of making creative plans with a full party. But I highly recommend trying one-on-one games as side quests for characters from your group, for new players, and for your DM so they get a chance to play once in a while. Thank you to Ozzy, Ruben, Ali, Ajax, PRT, and Martin for joining Patreon and the YouTube member club this week. Thank you for watching and all your support, and keep building.